What's going on, everybody? Will with Atlantic Excellence here again, and this video is going to be on tips for Uber Eats. So, I started doing Uber Eats about two and a half months ago. Saw a couple videos on it. Shout out to Terry Tips. He was actually the one who kind of made me make my final decision because, you know, sometimes you'll just drive around, or you'll be driving people around, and you really just want to have a break from driving people around, but still get paid for it, obviously. And best way to do that is to work for either a delivery service like Amazon Flex or deliver food. So I kind of wanted just to stay the same company. I haven't tried any others, so this is just for Uber Eats. I might try some others like Grubhub, Caviar. There's tons out there, but this is just for Uber Eats. So here are just some tips if you guys are on the fence, or if you've just started, you're figuring it out, or if you are seasoned and you just want to look for some extra help. So one of the nice things about Uber Eats is it keeps me busy consistently throughout the day, and I'm always going to choose Uber Eats over Uber Pool, without a doubt. Now, you don't get paid per minute here in Atlanta. It used to be, so I was looking at the Waybill, and it used to be where you'd get paid $4 for the base fare and then $1.20 for every mile that you drove. 2 days ago I looked at my Waybill, and the $4 base fare was gone. It's just $1.20 per mile. I don't know what's up with that. I still average about $6 per delivery. So, and it's about the same distance as, you know, it's usually about 5 miles or less. The only issue is, like this morning actually, when I was going to the Flying Cafe in Buckhead in the Terminus Plaza, that's like, sometimes you'll spend like an extra 5 minutes trying to get to the restaurant. But that goes into my another tip. You might want to do some research in your area on the locations of popular restaurants. So Flying Biscuit is extremely popular for breakfast and brunch and all that stuff. I go there all the time. Mirko's Pasta is a big one. If there is like a big chain like, I don't think P.F. Chang's does it. Oh gosh, this is sad. I can't think of any like big chains I've delivered for. I'll have to go back and re-edit that, but just know, or just go on the Uber Eats website and see what places deliver for Uber Eats. Alright, so unlike with drivers or with passengers, you have to wait 15 minutes before you can cancel the ride or cancel the order. The longest I've had to wait was 12 minutes, and my tip for this is as soon as you walk in, go ahead and have a 15-minute timer set on your phone, go ahead and click start, and then go and ask and be like, you know, hey, because sometimes you'll walk in and there'll be a long line, and I don't want to be rude, you know, if I'm in, you know, a big hurry or something, I might, you know, just excuse me, pardon me, go up to the front and be like, hey, I'm here for Uber Eats, you guys have it real quick, especially if it's like a bar. But I try not to be rude and just like cut people in line and be like, hey, I'm with Uber Eats, look out, I'm the like, you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. But go ahead and set that 15-minute timer. I'm not sure about the compensation, but like 15 minutes is a long time to wait. That's a solid ride and a half, at least. So another tip is also, so, you know, once you accept the request, you arrive at the restaurant, start your 15-minute timer, you'll want to go to confirm order. So you don't have to, but I'll usually take a screenshot of the order number just to kind of a little CYA. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. And it also screenshots the exact, like, what they're ordering. It's happened to me a few times, not a lot, but, you know, some items are not packed in. Oh, Tin Lizzie's. Tin Lizzie's is a good place, but Tin Lizzie's, I don't know why at night, Friday nights, they always mess up. They're always missing their queso. So, here's a tip for you. But yeah, screenshot what's in the order. So that way if they're like, hey, there's no queso in here, you'd be like, oh, you know what, you're right. And then they can either take care of it, which is what I usually tell them, just like, hey, you know what, since you paid Uber Eats, just give them a quick call. They're really good about that. Or you can contact them, but they'll just tell the person you're delivering to that Uber Eats will take care of it, just let them know. So kind of backtracking on the location. So the pin is almost always wrong for these restaurants. I'm not sure if the restaurants pick it or if Uber's coders are just not on their game, but the pin is almost always wrong. So again, do some research, know what corner these restaurants are off, what strip mall they're in and stuff like that. They're almost always in a strip mall of some sort. Alright, so another tip is you want to make sure that your decals are out. So if you're picking up from the airport, obviously you already have the decal on there. I just put it, honestly, I don't, this is my personal car, and you know, I'm sure a lot of you use personal cars, but I don't want to put any stickers on it, so I just kind of shove it in the front where you can see it. But I cannot tell you how many times it has saved me from being towed, getting tickets, just having the decal there. Or just print out a little sign that says Uber Eats. Please, you know, text or call this number before towing. I'm making a delivery. And just stick it in your dashboard. That'll probably save you from at least one ticket while you're doing deliveries. So definitely recommend that. Park in a safe spot, turn off your car, go in and try and get out as fast as you can. Always obviously bring your phone with you into the restaurant to confirm the order, you know, unless you want to memorize the number, but still some places will ask to see it. And then, you know, when you're delivering it to the person, you know, it's always nice to say, hey, how's it going? And say their name too, so that way you can confirm and make sure. Kind of going off of that, I've never delivered to the wrong person. However, and this was a really weird situation. So Uber Eats called me an hour after I made a delivery, and they said, hey, did you deliver to this person? I've already made like 5 trips since then, you know. I'm like, I think I may have, you know, can you tell me what it was and stuff? And then, you know, we were just going back and forth, and so they're saying, hey, this person never got their food. I was saying, what time was it delivered? And it was, you know, an hour before they called me, and I was, you know, just saying, well, I'm not sure what you want me to do. I will say, though, it's kind of strange that they're calling an hour after I made the delivery. So, you know, just kind of, I guess, keep track. I do keep a notepad, but just kind of keep track of making sure you're delivering to the right person. But it's very easy. It's only happened to me once. Probably won't happen to you. I would actually recommend watching some of the video tutorials. They're extremely cheesy, but you know, it answers a lot of questions right off the bat. And this is not hard at all. This is so much easier and stress-free than picking up passengers. You don't have to wait on anybody. You don't have to like get a gate code. Well, when you deliver the food, you have to get a gate code, but it's just food. You can pump up your jams. You can roll down the windows. You can stretch out. You know, you can kind of just relax. It's nice. And then another thing you want to pay attention to is the driver directions for the restaurant as well as for the delivery. When you like get the request, you can scroll down and it'll say driver's notes. If you're a rider and or someone you're using Uber Eats, write your gate code and your apartment number. And if it's really hard to find, write directions to get it, please, because it'll save us both time and money. But make sure you check those little directions in the bottom. They give you a bag. I've never used it. Okay, so next big tip. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else. I use Waze, but for some reason with Uber Eats, the navigation, when I get kind of close, probably like 1,000 yards away, it'll be like, oh, you're close. It'll switch off my Waze app, and then it'll turn back on to the Uber app. If you use the Uber app to navigate, I don't know how you do it. You must be a magician, but I hate that. It's thrown me off so many times, so just be prepared for that. You know, get really good at finessing with the apps. I know when it's going to come. I'll just click my home button, click back on the Waze app. Done. Alright, so the last tip, I haven't done this yet. I really need to get on this, but I would highly recommend to all the Uber Eats drivers to make some business cards. I can't tell you how many restaurants I've been to, and I wish I had done this. But I would think it's a very smart idea. Obviously, you want to ask permission. But bring in some business cards with your Uber Eats code. You can make it look fancy or just, you know, have it say Uber Eats. You don't even have to put your name on it. Make sure your Uber Eats code is on there. Go in there and, you know, either ask them if you can leave your business cards there so that new clients who sign up for Uber Eats will get, you know, some type of discount. I'm not sure what it is here in Atlanta. I think it's $5 to $15 off their next order. But I think that's a really smart idea, and I really need to do this because, you know, you get money too the more people that use your Uber Eats code. So those are basically all my tips for Uber Eats. If you're on the fence, you know, I'd highly recommend it. It's just like driving though. There are certain times when it's really busy, and you know, if you can only do Uber Eats, there are definitely certain times you want to operate. I guess that'd be my next tip. So, you know, every market's going to be different, but Sunday for brunch is huge. Monday through Thursday night, I would say starting around 5:36 until 8:30, maybe 9, is usually pretty big in suburbs. I haven't really made any in the city because I live basically in the suburbs, and do a lot of deliveries for like Olive Garden to houses, Jimmy John's for houses. You know, they're starting the work week and they just want to get food real quick. I don't say Friday nights because a lot of people are going out those nights, so usually I'm driving people. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to say what's up, feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, and if you found this video helpful and you haven't, you know, decided to drive yet or deliver for Uber Eats, feel free to use any of my referral codes. Alright guys, well, as always, take care, drive safe.